you won't have to be looking at me, and you can just pay attention to the screen. One of the questions that was emailed to me to talk about this evening was, how did Family First get started? So just a quick overview of how that happened. It was 1990, and Susan Merrill was listening to Focus on the Family. Anyone familiar with Focus on the Family? Okay, she was listening to the radio broadcast, and the program that day was about a judge in Michigan who was leaving the court to put together a family policy council for the state of Michigan under the leadership of Focus on the Family. And she thought, I wonder if Florida has a family policy council. So when her husband, Mark Merrill, got home that night, she asked him if he knew, and they didn't, so they decided to call Focus. So they called Focus on the Family, and they said, well, it's funny you called, because we don't have one in Florida, but our guy that is starting them up is going to be there next week, meeting with a group of men who are interested in getting one going. So within a week, Mark was in a meeting with a group of men who wanted to start a family policy council in the state of Florida. Now, Mark had a successful law practice, and as they were getting the Family Policy Council organized, Mark did a lot of work for them pro bono and was just involved, and they asked him if he would help them interview for the executive director position. And so he got a job description, and he read it, and he took it home to his wife Susan and said, Susan, read this and tell me who you think this is. And she read it, and she said, that is you. So he left his law practice and became the first executive director of the Florida Family Policy Council. Now, hit the fast forward button, several years, I think about 6 years, and they are doing research on juvenile delinquents that are in prison, and trying to find out how do these kids end up in prison, and they come to discover that by far the majority of them don't have a father in the household. And so Mark is, at that point, the Lord is really leading him, and he's saying, where are the dads? How come they don't understand the importance of them being involved in their kids' lives because they're ending up in prison? Well, at that point, the Lord impressed on him to do more for the family than just public policy. And as the Lord had prepared, he was friends with Clyde Christensen and Tony Dungy, who were both coaching with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time. And the three of them sat down, and Tony and Clyde have been talking about how can we use the platform of professional football to impact dads. Because it's such a platform, and dads flock to football, and they love it. And so the three of them got together, and they started what became All Pro Dad, which is under the banner of Family First. So Family First, our mission, I'm going to put my glasses on. Founded in '91, our mission to strengthen the family by establishing family as a top priority in people's lives and by promoting principles for building marriages and raising children. This is kind of our brand program architecture. Family First is kind of the parent organization, and our three core programs, the Family Minute, All Pro Dad, and iMom. Family Minute is our 1-minute radio broadcast. We call it Keeping You Relationally Fit 1 Minute at a Time. And it's hosted by Mark Merrill. And we have the entire map covered because we are on Sirius XM radio. Traditional radio, we're on 306 stations in 45 states, primarily on secular radio stations. And that number is constantly growing. We're also on the Armed Forces Network, so any place the U.S. military is stationed, they can listen to us up to 8 times a day through their network. This is our Family Minute website. Just a number of resources on that. You can go there and go into the archives and get previous broadcasts. You can also sign up for the Family Minute email, which is essentially the broadcast printed out. If you can't catch it, you can sign up for the email and get it that way. So program impact for our Family Minute, 35,946 Family Minute email subscribers to date. 2,400,000 Family Minute listeners per week. So radio is just amazing, the numbers that you can reach with the networks that we're involved with. Okay, All Pro Dad, turning fathers into All Pro Dads. Here are some of our maybe our better known spokesmen. Tony is our national spokesman, very involved with what we do on a regular basis. We have over 50 NFL coaches, players, and alumni that have agreed to be spokesmen for us. So as we do events in their markets, they'll come and be involved with our different events and speak on behalf of All Pro Dad. Our Father Kids Experience, this is when we partner with NFL franchises and we hold an event either at their practice facility or at their stadium. And we invite dads to bring their kids. And what we do is we take them through different stations, and they do a little football drill at each station, and then we talk about one element of what it means to be an All-Pro dad. And then it's also at these events that our spokesmen will stand up and give their testimony. Here's why I'm able to be an All-Pro dad, because of my relationship with Jesus Christ. And I tell you what, I've been to several of those. I'm fairly new at Family First, been there about a year, but we are getting the right men to that event. Men who are not going to sign up to attend a Be a Better Dad conference will come to this because it's professional football. And the field that they look at on Sundays, they're standing on with their kids. And I don't care how old you are, when you walk on a professional football field, you're 12 and you're going deep for the bond. It's just a great way to make memories. Our All Pro Dads Day breakfast program. Almost 1,000 chapters in 44 states. Our breakfast programs are primarily in public schools. We recruit team captains who are dads who have kids in the school, and we walk with them through how to approach your principal, your local PTA. So it's held once a month. They come an hour before school starts. They have breakfast together, and then we provide curriculum for them. It's often different discussion questions, topics that are relevant to the kids and what they're dealing with. And then the dads walk their kids to their classrooms. And the schools love us because we get dads on campus. Moms will be on campus, but it's hard for them to get dads on campus. And that number is consistently growing. Here's our All Pro Dad website. We say it takes a minute a day, an hour a month, and a day a year to start taking steps towards being an All Pro Dad. A minute a day reading our Play of the Day email. It's the most widely distributed fatherhood daily email in the country. And if you're not getting it, you're missing out, because we put a lot of effort into making that a quality email. So a minute a day takes about a minute to read, an hour a month with our breakfast program, and then a day a year with our NFL events. Oops, excuse me. So, All Pro Dad program impact, 60,000+ Play of the Day email subscribers. Every month, approximately 48,000 fathers and kids are attending All Pro Dad breakfasts across the country. And about 13,500 come to our NFL Father Kids Experiences. iMom, helping mothers raise wise, healthy, relationally focused children. We got Tony Dungy's wife, Lauren Dungy, Denise Jonas. Anyone here, the Jonas Brothers? That's their mom. She's done a pretty good job. Susan Merrill and Dr. Walt Larimore speak on behalf of our iMom program. So our iMom breakfast program parallels our All Pro Dad breakfast program. The mom started saying, hey, what about us? And that's our newest program. We've had it going for about 3 years. We've got just around 300 chapters in 38 states. And that continues to grow. But same philosophy, an hour before school, moms bring their kids. And we partner with Chick-fil-A restaurants. The Chick-fil-A operators are aware of us. Then the team captain goes to them, they'll give them a breakfast at a reduced rate. Some will just donate it to them. So we've kind of got a built-in food system to help our team captains. Our iMom website, same thing. We have an iMom Espresso Minute email that goes out to moms daily. Again, we put a lot of effort into making that a quality email. And then the breakfast programs. And there are other resources on our websites, different tools and ideas and articles that serve moms and dads. Program impact, 24,000 Espresso Minute email subscribers, and every month approximately 14,000 moms and kids attend our breakfasts. Here's kind of an overview, kind of some of those numbers wrapped together. Annually, 13,500 at our NFL events. Between All Pro Dad and iMom breakfast programs, about 62,000 moms and dads and kids getting together every month. Radio again, 2,400,000 listeners a week. events, media, and PR. This is if Tony, sometimes we get him scheduled on different radio programs. He's been on Dave Ramsey's show, speaking on behalf of All Pro Dad, or he's been on Good Morning America several times. Also, if you're driving around Florida, you may have seen our billboards. We have an extensive billboard campaign going on in Florida. We're able to raise awareness of what we're doing. Our website annually, just over 6 million visitors. Daily emails annually, 31 million emails we send out every year, which is staggering. And then social media, about 140,000 impressions through social media. That's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, things like that. And that number's growing every day. So this is, you know, I thought I could get a sheet of testimonies from people that we've impacted and that we've heard from that have given us feedback. But we put together a video. But keep in mind that the stories and the families represented in this video are real. These are real families with real stories who have contacted us to say, this is what you've done in our lives. This is the difference that what you're doing has made in our lives. So let's hit play.